So, hi guys, welcome to another episode of CD Bath. I am glad to be here back again with you, and please don't judge me. I know I am way too dressed for the podcast today. It is because I was having prior meetings before this. So, excuse me for my good face today. I hope all of you are doing well, and we are back again with a very interesting episode. And today, on a lot of requests, we finally have a Microsoft woman right here who's gonna interact with us. She is Miss Nancy. I'll read out her achievements to you because the list is quite long and it'll take me years to tell you everything about her. She's an amazing person. She is doing her undergrad She's an undergraduate student pursuing bachelor's of technology in information technology, IT, at KIET group of institutions, which she'll tell you what it is. And she's living in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, India, which personally, Lucknow is my favorite city. She is a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador, and she'll be throwing more light on this and about this and how you can get into this program in our episode today. She is the founder of Voice of Code, which again she'll tell you during the conversation. She is the global AI hub student ambassador. Quite a lot of technology, guys, quite a lot of technology. She's a speaker, a mentor. She's known for her leadership skills and her positive attitude. And I accept that because I was just having a conversation with her. So let's welcome her with a virtual round of applause. And we have an amazing, amazing guest with us. We look forward to an amazing episode. So, Miss Nancy, and by the way, guys, I have a change of a co host today. We have with us a very, very old and dear friend of mine, Miss Simmer. She'll be co-hosting with me today. So welcome, Simmer from Canada. And she is up at 5 a.m. in the morning, guys, to record this episode. So kudos to her as well. Welcome, Miss Nancy. How are you feeling? And I would like you to give an opening remark to start the show.
All right, so that was a really warm welcome and an amazing introduction that you have given about me. First of all, thank you so much for having me, for considering me for this episode. And yeah, Simmer, I actually appreciate that you at 5 a.m. you are doing this podcast for the people. That's actually so cute, I would say. So yeah, and so first of all, just thank you for that. And yes, so as you said, I'm an undergraduate student pursuing my bachelor's degree from KIT Group of Institutions. I am from Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh, India. Glad to know that it was your favorite city. And, it is a place that will instill in you with the qualities of amiability and interpersonal skills. There's a reason why it is called Nawabo ka Sheher. So that's something that I actually love about the city. And yes, I'm definitely a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador. So regarding this program, I had joined it back in January 2020, which makes it like almost a year of mine into this program. And I think I would definitely try to, bring all the insights of the program for the audiences here. And it is an amazing program. At that time, it was called the Microsoft Student Partner Program when I had applied for this. Then it got rebranded to the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program. Okay. So there's so much to talk about this. I'm sure there will be many people who have an idea about this program. But if you don't, then really don't worry. That's exactly what we are here for.
Amazing. You're pretty good at it. I mean, I can actually make her the host and her the speaker herself because she's spoken so well. Well, my first question to you is a pretty normal question, which I usually ask everyone just as a warm-up question. How has your lockdown been? And as you answer this, I'm pretty sure you were a part of the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program, if I spelled it right.
Yeah.
So, what is it about? You tell us about that as well, and what have you been doing in the lockdown otherwise?
All right. So yes, you pronounced it pretty well. It's the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program. I know it's a little bit long name to say. That's why you got that thought, but that's completely fine. So yes, during this lockdown, I have been constantly, working for programs for upskilling myself and others as well. So presently there are 3 programs that run on a global level that I'm a part of. That's obviously the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors Program, the Voice of Code, and the Global AI Hub Program. So yeah, so in these lockdown days, I have been conducted many, sessions regarding technical sessions, non-technical sessions, bringing those events for the people and many activities like that. But if you want to specifically want me to answer like the lockdown part, so I think I've always loved sketching and drawing and stuff. But I would say this is just an excuse that I give to myself that it is hard to take out time or anything like that. But yes, for lockdown, I actually thought that I actually got that time out and I could actually continue pursuing my that passion again. And that is something that I'm doing all my lockdown whenever I want to, just be a little more tension free and I'm like just relax. So the one thing I do is just pick up a pencil, start sketching. So that's what
Amazing.
I've done the most in this lockdown,
Okay.
apart from doing all the events and technical things.
Yeah, I mean,
And now, yeah,
I
and to
just
be second,
adding to this over here. I mean, people who think Microsoft general tendency, even I have that tendency. Microsoft means she's all about coding and technology. Guys, technical people are pretty creative, and we have had proof this so many times on CD Bath, and we have a proof yet again. Sorry to interrupt you. Yes, continue, Nancy.
yeah, I totally believe that there's a perception that it is something like really technical, but there's so much more to it, to this program as well. And there's I would say a common thing that you will find in many people that the people who are actually, very much technically good and they are actually into many technical programs that they always have a side hobby, and that the purpose of having such a side hobby is that you cannot always be engrossed into something for the whole day. It is definitely good if you can be, but there has to be something that could act as a barrier to your that
That's
one thing.
faster.
And then
Yeah.
yeah, stress buster, exactly. And then that should just bring your peace of mind again, and you are able to concentrate again. You just feel fresh again. So that is something that I should definitely recommend everyone to have a side hobby and definitely pursue it. Don't let any excuse hinder you from not giving time to it. So definitely do that. So that's why I have this.
Great. Sima, you're very quiet today, so I'll give you the opportunity to ask Miss Nancy the second question. I mean, technically the second question, but of course, whatever you want to ask, you can ask.
Yeah. So I believe, first of all, welcome. You came to our show, and it's quite privileged to have you here. So I know that learning is actually the process in which you learn when you pass on what you learn to your peers. So I would like to ask you here, like, how did you come across the program, and why did you like choose to apply for it particularly? What was the reason behind it?
Okay, so the Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador Program, it is a global group of student leaders who are passionate about empowering others, about helping others, creating tech communities, and developing skills for the future. You get a chance to work with so many people from all parts of the globe. You get a chance to interact with Microsoft advocates. You get a chance to, upskill yourself at the same time, upskill others. So that is something that is really very, very exciting about this program. Then, like back from school days, I've always loved teaching others and, being the host, being a speaker. I used to very actively participate in all those inter-school competitions and everything back in my school life and my college life, like every time. So the Microsoft Student Program was something that would provide me a complete package of everything that I ever wanted to do. So that was something really excited about this. Then, the Microsoft's mission to empower each and every person on the organization to achieve more is something that is truly amazing and inspiring at the same time. So, a very simple and straightforward answer to your this question, I would say, is if you're getting a chance to empower others, if you're getting a chance to impact the lives of others in a positive direction, if you're getting a chance to learn from so many people around the globe, then why not?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's why I applied for this program.
Yeah, from your this thing, I came to know like you are basically trying to connect your passions and skills and connecting with people around globe And that's very nice because when we are outside, we are trying to learn diversity and inclusion, which you actually did. And I think every student near the globe, around the globe, needs to like cultivate that quality, which is very positive. And I'm very happy that you're trying to empower others. So, like many students who are curious about following their passion, by seeing you today, they'll surely go and try out this.
Yeah, of course. And adding to what Simar said, Nancy, if anybody, like any student who's listening to us right now, a young technician, a passionate person who wants to go for this program, how can they apply? If you could just brief us the application process quickly, that would be great.
Okay, sure, I can do that. So the application process for applying to be a Microsoft Learn Student Ambassador is fairly simple. There are just two conditions. One is like you should be at least 16 years of age and you should be enrolled in a full-time academic institution. There are just these two conditions.
No.
So yes, the most beautiful part about this is the applications are open throughout the year. So you are never late. The next, I think, the cohort will be coming in January, for whom the applications ended on November 30th. But no worries, you can still apply and then you will be considered for the cohort that will come in April somewhere. So coming back to the application process, it's pretty simple. You just need to go to their website, which is studentambassadors.microsoft.com. There you can find the apply option. So they'll basically ask you certain personal details, your college details, like the general details about you. And then there's a section that asks you certain questions. Now you are supposed to answer those questions either in a written format or in a video format. So you can do either of the two. But there's a condition here as well that at least one of those questions has to be answered in a video format of like 2 minutes or something. So there are, general questions like what excites you about technology, or why do you want that other people should learn and grow, or if you have to teach someone in technical concept that he has never heard of, then how will you teach? Or if you are conducting any event in your college or school, then how do you actually propose to bring audience? How would you actually bring audience to attend your session? So there are questions of such type, which if you analyze, you can definitely say that they analyze you on the basis of how you can inspire, how you can promote, and how you can teach. So there are questions on that basis. So, definitely are no like exact answers to this, because it's obviously open to multiple interpretations and everyone has their own authentic thought process and answers to this. So there's definitely no right or wrong answer for this. It's just that these questions, they are very cleverly made that they can actually analyze that what growth mindset you have, and you actually have that passion to empower others. Till the time you have that, you're really fine to go. So that's the only thing the program requires.
I think, Simar, that's really appreciable, right? Talking about technology, we always have just right or wrong answers to all the questions. And if Microsoft is providing you the opportunity to think beyond technology and just beyond education, that's something you should take very seriously. And this answers my question, and this answers our doubt as well, that Microsoft is all about technology. No, this program will help you, get your life skills and get your other skills on point. So yeah, I mean, this is pretty good, and you guys can enroll for it. If you want any assistance, I think we will attach Nancy's Instagram page down below and the website she mentioned down below, so that you guys can just check out and see how you want to go about it. Great.
Yeah, I think here I would say that, there are many people like they want to make a positive difference. They have all those talent in them, but they just self-reject them. That what if I don't get selected?
Yeah.
Or what if I just apply for this and if I am not into this program or anything like that, like if I'm not such an expert or a pro at this level, so should I apply for this program? Certain thoughts that definitely comes in everyone's mind, and that is totally fine. I do understand they come. So that is one point that I actually want to clear here, that this program actually demands you to just, if you have the will to learn and explore more, to empower others, you are really fine to go. It does not require you to be an expert at the very first place. Like, this program is made for students so that we can grow. So it's not necessary that you have to be an expert here. You can still come in the program and still upskill yourself and grow on both a personal and a professional level. So
Great.
just don't hesitate while applying to the program. This is such a program that I would highly recommend every student to apply for.
Great. Great. I think that's very valuable information for everybody who was interested, because we got a lot of people who were saying that you should do more blogs on, more podcasts on the upcoming technologies, and how people can find opportunities, how people can go about their careers in technology and in other fields which are less talked about. So yeah, and even I would just add over here that recently a report was given by the World Economic Forum, WEF, and in that report they talked about the top 10 jobs which on status Q will remain the top 10 jobs and the highest paid jobs in at least in the next 5 years. And you'll be surprised to know that all those 10 jobs are from the AI sector and from the technology sector,
Yeah, yeah,
generally. And they all are positions that you get in the technology sector itself, with coding or with knowledge of machine learning or with knowledge of, let's say, sensor networks and stuff. So you really need to consider this, and the best part is that you just need to upskill yourself for these jobs. There is no prerequisite of big degrees and going to big colleges. You can always at any point in life upskill yourself and get into these jobs, and grow your career in it. Great. Simar, do you have another question for Nancy?
Yeah, and I believe that like community building these days is very important. So I want to know from you, like, how was your experience and how these community building programs can actually help youth to rediscover themselves.
Yeah.
wow, that's a great question, I must say. So your question has two parts. First is my experience, and then how these programs will help the youth. So coming to my experience, I would say, like, everyone has been so humble, so kind and welcoming, that it is just a wonderful experience being in this program. Like, from day one, you will not feel that you are talking to someone you don't know. It's just that friendly environment. At the first stage, everyone is so ready to collaborate and work together, learn together. You know, it's just a very, very, very friendly community. And doing events together, they actually help you a lot in growing and helping others to grow as well. Now, coming for the importance of community building programs, so I think they largely help you in many aspects. Like, this question definitely has a very lengthy answer, but yeah, I would definitely try to cover most of it. So, you know, as I said, that there's a perception that the student ambassador program is something which is very much technical and stuff. So it is much more to that. These kind of community building programs, they actually help you to, build your leadership skills, to build your communication skills, to build your teamwork abilities. And they are just, a very good, they give a boost to your confidence, the way you face to the world. So there are many aspects that these programs actually help you in. And those all aspects are something that you will actually feel at a personal level. Like, I can definitely feel a large difference in me, like the Nancy that was 1 year back and then the Nancy who is today. So there's a lot of difference on a personal level, on a professional level, and everything. So these programs definitely help. Then the most beautiful part about this program is the networking.
Yeah.
So in today's world, the networking and building your authentic online presence is very important. So these programs definitely help you in that. You can actually get to connect with your peers from around the globe and learn from them. So networking is definitely the biggest, interesting element of this program. So there are, you get a chance to attend sessions that are done by Microsoft employees or Microsoft interns. You get to know their experiences. You get to know how they actually started their journey, and the people who actually want to apply into Microsoft in the future. It's kind of a really, clear picture of how you should move forward, of what steps at the present moment you can take. What the being in the program, you actually get to know so much more about Microsoft's work culture, which is truly commendable. So these are all the things that this program gives, and I can just proudly say that I have friends from all parts of the globe. Like, even if I'm going to any country, like if I'm coming to Canada, I can say I will meet summer
Yeah.
freeze. So yeah, that is definitely something that is
Yeah.
truly amazing.
That's great.
I mean, in
Yeah.
general, also, all these community-based programs and projects are very useful because they're community-based. So they help you, obviously, make a community of your own. And I've been stressing
Yeah,
enough on this fact that in today's world, there are two things that will make you shine. One is, of course, your work. You cannot shine without your work, without hard work. The second thing is network, because I'm someone who used to suck at networking. I was pretty bad at it. Confession time. I was never on social media, and even when I came, right now, I do struggle a lot. And Simmer is my personal help for that. She assists me with everything, and I'm pretty bad at networking. And that is really, I mean, that really is a bad point. We don't consider it bad right now, but eventually you'll notice that your success highly depends on what kind of a circle you are in and what kind of a community you have either on LinkedIn or in real life as well. So, yeah,
so
not just like,
the satisfaction that you get working for these community building programs, and the result that you can see that you have touched the lives of so many people, that satisfaction is something that will really motivate you to work further and further. That is something that really ensures that you are not tired.
yeah.
That is something that it is a program, something like the more time you invest in it, the more you get from it. So basically, it's upon you that how much you can take from this program. This program has a lot to offer.
Yeah. That's
you
great
should
to
you
know.
should keep yourself engaged in some of the other community
Yeah.
based programs, and when you're getting an opportunity to work with a company as big as Microsoft, I think it's a
Yeah.
great chance for all of you. And if you can, you should at least try for it. You learn a lot in the process itself. The process is a learning process,
Yeah,
right? More than
Yeah.
participation, even process teaches you a lot of things. Okay.
Yeah.
yeah. In fact, the student ambassadors, there are certain benefits that you get. There are like you get the Microsoft, the Office 365 subscription, the Visual Studio, the monthly Azure credits, the Microsoft certification voucher, LinkedIn Learning. Like there are so much.
Yeah.
You get to attend
And I
summits.
think, like, on your thing, you were mentioning LinkedIn Learning the same way I know when I just became a part of the LinkedIn Learning student ambassador. So it goes the same way. You get to get an opportunity to build your online presence, networking. And because of COVID, we are feeling very low that we are not able to go outside. But the positive thing is we are learning to do like the things in a new way, like doing
Correct.
things, events and all in a virtual way,
Absolutely.
networking for people with around the globe, learning how to build your digital presence. And I think that's right now the more important thing which we all like have to learn. And the way you presented and you were telling like about your program, and I think this is the best time to learn that. Yeah.
Amazing. Okay, we
Yeah.
have one more person here who has given us another idea, by the way, guys. Let's appreciate that. So I think every large company today, every company who is ruling the tech world, the digitization world today, is having such programs, and they allow you to, to explore something beyond technology. And you should, people have genuine concerns, and I'm one of you who has these concerns that are these programs authentic? Will I actually get any benefit out of these programs? Should I invest my time in something like this? And guys, we do have proof. I have a good friend circle working with these communities, and they're doing pretty well. They grow as people, they grow as communicators, they grow as technicians. So you should definitely go for it. If not these, then there are a lot of NGOs, a lot of other social organizations that provide you similar opportunities. But however you get to connect and meet people and work for the society, you should always, take up such programs and campaigns. And yeah, this helps you, and in a way helps you to contribute to the society which has given you so much, right? Okay,
Yeah, true.
talking about society and community so much, I have another question for you, Nancy. We were telling you that we were telling our audience that you are the founder of Voice of Code, which is a pretty interesting name, by the way. I just want to know that how did you come up with this idea? What is it about, and how are you empowering the global youth community through this program that you have started?
Another great question here. So yeah, you guys
You
have
know,
actually
you
done
know, we have.
quite a good research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yes, so Voice of Code is a global technical blogging community. For everyone who doesn't know it, I'm just elaborating it. So this idea was not of mine alone. It was of me and Adil Asif. Adil Asif is also a Microsoft Learn student ambassador. So we were just discussing, like, there are many opportunities and there are many initiatives that student ambassadors run, and there are many existing ones. You can also come up with any new initiative. And so one day I and Adil were just discussing, like, technical blogging, the importance of content creation is something that is actually very, necessary, and something that people, they want to do technical blogging, but they don't know how to start. They don't know how, like, they need someone to guide them on.
Yeah.
So we just thought of bringing, like, a global technical blogging community as a part of, as an initiative from Microsoft Learn Student Ambassadors. And we just, we were actually a bit hesitant while starting it, that how it will go and how everything. But fortunately, there were other student ambassadors as well. When we discussed the idea with them, they were pretty much interested. And in collaborating with us, that's how we formed a team. We have, like, the core team has members from like 6 countries, something. So it's like, we have always focused it on not specific on one country but globally. So that's, and for the part that you said that Voice of Code is definitely an interesting name. So there's another exciting story there. When we just brought this idea that we have to help people bring their voices, give them a platform, and guide them through. And blogging, you actually get feedbacks from multiple directions that it can help you grow. So that all we actually wanted to bring to light to the people, that if you are passionate about this, we are here to help. So when we just discussed this idea with our community people, they were pretty interested. And then obviously the first thing, that what we should name it. So we actually had done a poll in which we asked everyone that you have to vote. Everyone gives many suggested names that we can name this community, this. Then we are asked everyone that, okay, you have to vote that what name you want of this community. And Voice of Code, like, it won largely with a huge margin. And so that's how the Voice of Code name was there. Like, I didn't keep it, other didn't keep it. The whole community kept the name Voice of Code.
It's a pretty creative
So
name,
yeah.
It's almost like you're trying to bring out voices of people in the form of codes. Probably.
Yeah.
You're trying to bring out voice of the code out in readable form, because everyone can't read code, so we are like decoding it for you to understand
Yeah.
what runs
I
behind
think
technology.
I would say, yeah, girls who can code, yeah, with along with your voice of code. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, amazing. This
Yeah.
is a great way, because all of us cannot code. At least all of us can understand what goes behind these machines. There were times when we would just get amazed. Oh my God, how is this phone working with fingers? How is this ATM machine working itself? And how is this door opening? How is it recognizing me and stuff like that? I had these wow moments in my life for which I took BTech, which landed me into BTech, and to understand what artificial intelligence is and what is IoT and stuff like that. It's always fascinating to get your answers. And now you also have an opportunity to go up and write for Nancy if you want to work on your blogging skills. So she's giving you that opportunity as well. You can join her team and you can read about blogs, read about technology, and also contribute blogs. I'm surely going to contribute to your blogging website, because I'm an absolute fan of writing technical blogs. So yeah, we'll stay tuned for that.
Microsoft is definitely a place where your opinions matter.
Yeah.
Like, if you have a creative and innovative idea, if you have not only related to blogging, related to anything, if you have an idea that can actually solve some real world challenge, So you can definitely voice your opinion there. There are people who will listen to you and give their best to bring that idea to life. The the kind of support that you get from the community program managers, your friends, and everyone in the community, it's just so overwhelming and something that I am really grateful for.
Great.
So that's another reason why you should apply to this program, because your opinions does matter in Microsoft.
Yeah.
So
And you can probably end up, starting something of your own. Okay, so we
yeah,
are,
exactly.
yeah, we're running a little bit out of time. So I think I would like to ask Nancy, if she has a message for youth. Of course, Simmer, you are all free to ask a question if you want to. And we are
Yeah.
having approximately 8 minutes in which I would like Nancy to address the audience and give them a message, whatever she wants to give. And Simmer, if you have any question, you can put up.
Yeah, and
All
I'm
right.
at last. I wanted to know, like, after seeing your feel a girl who codes, who's working around community programs and all. So, like, if you got an opportunity to build your digital presence and you have been witnessing the Microsoft, so how will you create your digital presence and with the skills which you learned, like?
All right. So, as I have mentioned before as well, in today's time, creating an authentic online presence is something that is very necessary. Like, there are so many things that are going on, and everything, like literally everything, just contributes to your resume. It's not that this is a little small thing to do, this is something that I am not interested to do, nothing like that. You can learn from literally everything. So when you have to make your online presence, your digital presence, definitely an authentic one. So I totally believe that you need to stay honest to yourself. If you are not honest to your own self, you cannot present yourself to others that very well. So this is the very important and first point, that you have to stay honest. Second, you should, take a stand. You should not hesitate. If you think there's an idea that is popping up, then instead of, thinking that how will people perceive this, or how will people accept me as I am or not? So these all thoughts, and if these thoughts are stopping you from doing what you want to do, then, the fear that you had, that what if people don't accept me doing this? So you are actually making it to win, because you are eventually not doing it. So instead of thinking all that and stopping yourself from doing what you want, I would just say bring up your idea, discuss it with like-minded people, get feedbacks, and then you just accept constructive criticism. I would say that is very important. And on the basis of that, you will definitely make sure that even if you think that it is not starting well, then don't be disheartened. You have to continue being consistent towards it. Consistency is again a very important point.
Yeah.
So once you do that, I think that all definitely helps you in bringing your personality out. And there are times that you yourself are not aware that you can do this. Like, I can even take my example. 1 year back, I didn't knew that I would be working in the student ambassador program, and I would be doing so many sessions and getting, every session gives us feedbacks and places to improve on. There are always room for improvements. So I would just say that never hesitate yourself. Don't self-reject yourself. Just give it a try. If you don't do it, you have already ensured failure. If you're doing it, you're just risking it. So just take those risks. These are definitely the risks that
Yeah.
help you grow.
Great.
And also, like, whenever you talk to someone who is from a technical background, or someone who has, a really good profile, or you think that I want to be that person, you know, first of all, instead of blindly following anyone, I would say that it is not necessary that you have to be in a technical field. If your passion lies in doing something else, then just go for it. Don't blindly follow anyone. But once you have fair, that what where your passion lies, what you actually want to do,
Yeah.
then just stay consistent for it. And there are, multiple ways. There's social media. If you actually follow the right profiles, the right pages, then you can actually connect to people who can actually guide you. Like if you want to be do a technical job in, like, say, Microsoft, so you try connecting those people on LinkedIn. Try to ask them what mistakes they did, what experiences they have to tell you, and just get a guidance and just try interacting, connecting with people. Just come out of your shell and just explore and explore and explore. That is
Yeah,
what I would say to the youth.
absolutely.
Great.
True. Yeah,
I
exploring is like better way of finding yourself. Better said,
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. I hope she answered your question, Simar, and I hope this
Yeah,
this
you
this
were like
answers.
correctly right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this
I
answers.
love the way.
Yeah,
Yeah, you said the constructive criticism. So the best when we are actually networking and building an online presence, there are many times like you get a criticism, but taking that in a positive way and trying to bring a change is important. So I love the way you told that point. Yeah.
thank you. Yes, so I think Nancy will be now giving out the message for you that she has, and then we'll wind up. We have 2.5 minutes. If needed, we can always extend the session though. But yes,
Yes. So definitely the earlier messages, the accept constructive criticism, never, bound yourself, never restrict yourself, just go out and explore. And, it's never too late to start anything. If you
yeah,
think you have to learn it, just do it right now. Don't let all those thoughts come that it is late or anything like that. It's never too late to start anything.
yeah,
So just reach out to people, and just don't let the fear of that what if I'm risking anything in it, because without risking there's definitely no growth. So just do it whatever you want to, and again, don't just follow anything blindly. Just focus on the thing that you want to be, that you see yourself as in the future, and just follow that. That is the most important thing, as I said, being honest to yourself. Because doing something that you are not really interested in, you can do it for a week, maximum a month, but you will just end up getting frustrated. So just find out where exactly your interest lies and do that. So yes, and then again, just connect with like-minded people who can actually provide you correct guidance. If you feel stuck anywhere, just try reaching them out. So yeah, that's it.
great. Great. Okay. I think the entire episode today was full of lessons and full of inspirations. I hope you will all take inspiration from this. Thank you so much, Nancy, for sparing out time from your busy schedule. And thank you, Simmer, for joining us from a different
Yeah.
time zone. It's really motivating to see both of you here. I hope our listeners take a lot of things from here. We'll add all the links in the description box below. Until our next time, you should subscribe to this channel, share this video with whoever needs it, whoever you think needs it. We'll see you very, very soon. Till then, take care of yourself, keep learning, keep growing, and take up all the opportunities that come your way. And always be positive. And I hope you all have a great health and a great new year ahead.
Yeah.
So, bye bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye bye.